Hello, welcome. My name is Roland. This is Marcus. We are from Sclable. In the next 10 minutes, we want to present you the Sclable Business Application Development Platform. We have a few slides with us, but the main part of the presentation is a live demo. We're going to build an enterprise-grade business application. Just here, just now, right in front of you. So, what do we do at Sclable? The world around us is turning ever faster. Things change rapidly, especially in the business world. Business applications supporting a company's processes need to be adaptable, fast, and flexible. Sclable meets this challenge by providing a platform along with intuitive tools to transform your business knowledge into enterprise-grade, ready-to-go business applications. Our customers come from small and medium to big enterprises and startups. Our field of operation reaches from ticketing to enterprise resource planning, from supply chain to financial management. In short, Sclable is used wherever data needs to be managed through processes which involve people. So it's time to start the live presentation. Marcus will do that for me. He's a business guy, so it's also a presentation of the programming skills you will need to use our business application development framework. Normally it's me who does the application. What he uses is our domain designer. Marcus will create us an application module called Help Desk and a business entity called Ticket, because we're doing, for demonstration purposes, a small ticket application, support ticketing application. What Marcus does with the domain designer is domain modeling. So we have a strong modeling approach when we do business applications. The good thing with the domain model, with the business domain model, is that developers and end users speak the same language. That's very important in a large software project. The other good thing is, if we have a description, a modular description of your business domain, Sclable's core engine generates the application right from it. When you do your domain model, you basically need 4 important concepts. You need attributes and relations to describe how your business entities should be structured. You need workflows to describe how your data should be processed, and you need agendas to describe how your employees should be involved in these processes. When we do a ticket application, often we first think of the workflow. We can do a simple workflow involving a first and a second level support state, for example. Marcus will do us a state we call incoming, just to get the data into the system. We draw an action that's called enter. We just want to enter the tickets, probably at the front desk somewhere at the office, to get the data into the system. We have a first level support state. We need an action that allows us to forward tickets from the incoming state to the first level support. In fact, you can draw any kind of combination of states and actions. Those workflow diagrams often get very large, but there is one important thing. The visual representation you get can be easily understood by your employees as well. Maybe you know the large BBMN diagrams that you get when you design processes. For employees, for example, at the front desk or first level support employee, it's very hard to understand the big picture. What these people need is to get a clear understanding what the business domain is about. So, to draw these kind of workflows and to bind them into a large, complex business application, we have developed an own meta language. And this own meta language we use is part of our core engine, which translates drawings into business applications. So what Marcus does is he draws us this state graph quite quickly. And the next very important thing we want to demonstrate is we have these states, and when we switch back to the application, we can see that our ticket entity has grown. Our states are already ticket inboxes where you can find the tickets. You can walk through the process together with your employees. It's time to add some structure. We go to the attributes designer and we just define what the ticket should be. Probably we need the customer. Definitely we need the issue, what the ticket is about. We need a request date and more and more. An important thing is when we start defining the process, we can get the help desk, the front desk employee sitting side by side to the developer and just describe what do you do at this step of the workflow process. So when you distribute your attributes along the workflow process, you choose, for example, the action enter, and we say, okay, we want customer issue and request state available, and some of these attributes required, and we save this. Okay, and immediately we can try out. We can go back to the application. We can tell the front desk employee, okay, let's enter a ticket. And this person says, okay, well, that's good. But there is one thing we need. We need a relation to our request types. We have a typization of our requests. We have technical requests and billing requests. It's not the same. We want to delegate along these. So the next thing we do is we do a simple additional entity called request type. And relate our ticket to our request type. We want every ticket to have a request type. And the request type entity is a simple thing. It has no workflow. It just gets an attribute called name. And for demonstration purposes, we keep it even simpler. There's one thing we can do. We can get back to the attribute editor, and just to show you what we can do with attributes as well. We can make the name unique because we want a request type just to be present once throughout the whole system. The last thing we need to do is we want to enter some request types, one for technical things and one for billing things. So that's what we're going to do. We create two request types, one for tech and one for billing. And the last thing we need to do is we have to make this request type attribute available in the workflow of the ticket. So we switch back to the ticket and the process we are designing. We add the request type as an available attribute at the action enter. And back at our application, we already have a relation where you can choose from. You can choose the ticket type. So now it's time to enter our first instance of a ticket. We just enter a ticket, get it in the state incoming, and then I'll show you how we distribute those tickets across the workflow and how we delegate to your employees. For this, we need agendas. In our case, we'll do a first-level support agenda. Of course, you can have several and more agendas. Our first-level support agenda will feature two actions. And these will be the outgoing actions from our first-level state. So we let those people either escalate a ticket or solve it from the first level. And again, with everything in Sclable, you can immediately try it out. We can log out as a developer from the system. We log in with a user that has the first-level support agenda. And when we get into the system and have a look at our ticket entity, we see only the first-level state, because all other states are none of my business. And there is no ticket, because the ticket we entered is not in the first-level support state. So we log back out and back in as a developer. And just try and forward this ticket we already have to the first level support. And when we log in back as the first level support employee, we can see that this ticket is available for us in the first level support state. And there are two things we can do with this ticket. We can either escalate it or solve it from here. In our demo, we just escalated quickly. And upon execution of this action, it's out of our scope. So all my tasks I have done for today, I'm finished, I log out. So basically, these are the most important concepts you need for business application development with Sclable. You see, it's quite easy to do. To wrap it up, no matter how large or complex your business domain model grows, we have this generator component within our core engine that translates everything into your enterprise-grade living application. You can develop, test, and use your application at the same time. You even can change a live business application during the running state of this application.